when you've got lots and lots of ideas, and there's a whole bunch of very creative people watching, and they get paralyzed. When I say they, I mean me, as well as others. We get paralyzed when we're trying to choose an idea or figure out which direction to go in. And I think I've got this history of, going into a creative project with loads of energy. I burn like phosphorus. 3 days later, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I burn out, go back onto something else. And for years, I've been going around this cycle of dipping into creative projects, meanwhile running the day job and, running PopUp, and before PopUp, the jobs that I was doing before. How do you help people? And maybe it'd be useful to dive back to that conversation that we had. What was the thing that was going on when you were coaching me this time last year, figuring out where to lean? And you talk about leaning in as your expression. Could you talk to that maybe for a few minutes, Jillian?
Yeah, so there's a few different things there, but kind of dialing back into what the basic structure of coaching is. It's typically, and I always recommend some type of coaching if you want to get outside of your comfort zone or outside of your expertise. Like, for that purpose, you need a person and you need a process. Um, and so, and those are two different things. Both of them can be in coaching, but coaching can be one or the other, not necessarily both. So in our conversation, it wasn't a process. I didn't say, okay, Simon, here's the game plan. Here's how you have to set up your marketing. Here's like all the steps you need to take. And there was no process. It was the person. And as the person, the job is to stay really curious. It's to pay really close attention. It's to ask questions that the other person might not ask themselves, and to slowly notice patterns and to notice motivations, to understand their motivations and to understand what's holding them back. And that person side of coaching is more about this premise and this belief that people are smart and they're creative and they're resourceful and they're capable, and it's in them. It's maybe discombobulated. It's maybe kind of all mixed together and covered, but it's in them. And our job is to kind of help, I call it sort and dig through some of the clutter, sort things out, so that they can find their clarity and their confidence. And so that's the person side. If you need a person in a process, you need a person who can do that. So if you find yourself in patterns that are unhelpful for your goals, you might need a person to help you sort that out. And they don't have to be the most experty expert. There's a lot of different people. It could be a super smart friend. It could be like a really emotionally intelligent coworker or spouse or therapist or coach or like mentor. Like, there's lots of different people who possess that skill set and have worked on that skill set. But you need someone outside to kind of see that, because we'll just spin our wheels. We'll run around in circles all day long and never get anywhere.